Hey Sarah, I think I just updated it. But let me oh yeah. All right. Let me do it from my phone. Zelda 2 save. All right, it should say it now. I hope. Ah, good. Great. That was easy. Okay. We'll get going in a second here. Hey Steph. Yeah, apologies for the lack of hold on, let me push up. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, that is much better. Yeah, apologies for the lack of stream on Monday. Um, I just started getting sicker and sicker as the um, week went on, and over the weekend it was just allergies, but I felt pretty crappy. And I actually was off campus on Monday, um, and for I was taking a personal day actually for another reason, but I just kind of felt lousy as the day went on. So we'll call our set GF Pod. And then today I lost my voice in class because one of my classes didn't really do the reading, so I had to talk a lot, which I hate doing. So all right, we'll go in a second here. I just gotta beat puzzle. Hold on. Oh, puzzle's walking away. All right. Well, you can eat later. So, yeah, I am feeling better, for sure. So Zelda 2 looks nothing like Zelda 1, which was a little frustrating. And so you're Link, and there's a Zelda, but not, you know, Zelda, some other Zelda, and you have to save her. So this is where you always start out, and you're in an overhead where Link, I don't know, it kind of looks like a dweeb, and as long as you stay on the path here, no enemies will attack you. But then the moment you leave it, you get attacked by um, I mean, here you just get attacked by little slimes who go off screen and disappear. And depending on if you get the slime ones or the bigger ones, and oh yeah, here we go, 50 points. Now, so the way you can kind of level up however you want. Um, the way I usually do it is to save up for attack, and that way you're always, no matter what you're fighting, you've got a bit of an advantage in that. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to play this. When I was replaying it for the podcast, I actually did a lot of research on the different kind of options because back then I really struggled with this game a lot. Um, I actually had to have a friend who was really good at games kind of borrow my copy and really level me up. because I was just not good at this game. And I remember he did it. He got me basically to the end of the game in it's like I don't know, like an afternoon. I remember I called him. I called his house that night at dinner, and he'd basically already done it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost there. I'll have it back to you tomorrow." And I was like, "No way, really?" And when I got the game back, I was basically right at the last dungeon, which was pretty crazy. So here's our first town, and it is Raru. I think that's how you say that. And so some people you can talk to, and they'll just say silly stuff. I think this is the same one. Yes, hello, hi. And there are people who give you hints. Kind of like Castlevania 2. So return the crystal to the palace in Parappa. Okay, what's in here? Oh, yeah. If all else fails, use fire. Ah, yes. A screen grab of this is in our podcast cover. I think it's still. I think it's still. It was for a while. I think it still is. Because I was just like, yes, that makes a lot of sense to me. So then you can go to some of these houses and they'll heal you. So please let me help you come inside. And she restores your life. And of course, I haven't gotten hit by anything, so I don't know. I don't know what she does, but she restores your life. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. So you're gonna be getting a hammer, just like in Zelda 1. There's someone here too, yeah. So in every town, there's like an old guy. Almost every town, I think, that you can talk to that you get some kind of magic from. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Each town, and so I guess it's his daughter. I guess. And so Gandalf over here will give you some magic. So he gives you shield. Yeah, it is kind of handy to have a place where you can um, raise your health bar. And you got a little short guy here, so let's go down by him. Get candle in Parappa Palace. Go west. Okay, sure. And this is the end of the town. So down here is a place where you would use the hammer to break that out, and you can go over this way for go out of here. You can go over here to get up to the desert, but let's not quite go that way yet. Oh, sweet, sweet experience points. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now, if you go up here, and yeah, when you're in the desert, you get these guys that just kind of shoot at you, and you gotta block them with your shield. And then up here, it's dark, so you gotta kind of. Oh, Oh, there we go. Cool. We killed the bat. It's hard to see. Also, another thing worth noting is that effect when you die has been removed from pretty much every version of the game since then because it can probably cause some kind of seizures and stuff like that. Oh yeah, there's one of these guys. Oh geez, I know in the oh, where'd he go? If I jump, he's gonna come at me. There we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on. All right, whatever. Yeah, it is a pretty crazy effect, definitely. Looking back, oh come on, oh man, this guy sucks. Yeah, looking back, it wasn't really a good idea. There are a lot of games that have those like strobe effects that if they get reissued now, they're totally removed. Obviously, there was a kid in my neighborhood who had issues with strobe, and so there were a lot of games he just couldn't play them. So here's another town, Rudo. So what do you have to say? Sorry, I know nothing. Great. Please let me help you. Come inside. I can restore your life. Okay, great. Is there somebody here now? These people all say the same thing. Yeah, sorry, I know nothing. And now the I am error thing is a famous dialogue cut from this game. That it turns out, if I recall correctly, it's actually a correct translation that just kind of seems like it's not uh, translated properly. And it's the name of that really good book about Zelda. Yeah, the sorry I know nothing. It's like okay, great. Why are you here then? This guy's running. Find magic in a cave south of the castle. Oh yeah, that's the trophy you're trying to save, and then you get the magic from her. Use keys and palaces they are found in. Yes. Do not go south without a candle. Yeah, you kind of go to hello, young fellow. Um, you kind of go right to Death Mountain. This is like right through here, and we won't actually go into it, but there's a series of caves that you go through down south of here. So let's go back up. I have our music really low, by the way, because our Super Mario World stream from last week, uh, when I went to download it so I can edit it later, there was a marker on it that said that part of it was muted for a copyright violation, which I guess is the background music. I don't know. There was no explanation of that, and the last I don't know, 10 minutes or so are muted, which kind of sucks because that was where I was like, hey, here's where you can find out information about the podcast and whatnot. So that kind of sucked. All right, so we don't have the candle. You got to kind of look at the floor. And you see how he's moving? You know, I think there's another one here. Or if you got full health, you can shoot ahead. Oh, that's the only one. Okay. So now we're on the other side. And if we go down here, I think there's a heart container or something like that. Yeah, you gotta clear this. So this is annoying to do. It's a little harder than it looks because those bubbles keep popping up at you, especially once you get right here. You gotta time your jumps right. Like, oh, right there, like I got hit. It's actually very similar to in a lot of Castlevania games. Do that, and then yeah, that's a heart. All right, let's get it. Oh, it just. Oh, that sucks. It doesn't give you more life. Oh, because you get your life from the experience, right? And then you gotta go back across. It's interesting because so many games were right scrolling back then. When you had to go left, it's kind of weird to go left instead of right. Let's go up to the first palace, I guess. I can't think of anything else to do. Oh, actually, I do know something else to do. Let's go back across. But it should be right here. No. Okay. Enemies stay dead for a while in this game, which is good. There's one other thing to do. Yeah, there's this cave down here. Yeah, see how the guy's moving? You can kind of see his feet. There's another. If you got full health, you can shoot out at them too. Octoroks. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump. Alright, well, whatever. I'm gonna go by you then. Yeah, you can fill your magic too. One thing that's really annoying in this game is that's what you get. You get those kind of level ups, and that don't really level you up. They just kind of fill your meters. And because the game is lives based, because the game is lives based, there's really only a few extra lives and they don't replenish, so um, you really only get one shot at them. And if you're not thinking about it, if you're not thinking about it, you can use them all up as you're going along, which I pretty much did. And then you don't have them. And what you should really do is kind of wait until the end of the game and then go around the world and get them all. And then, yeah, they should be there. And then do it. What are you saying, Sarah? That's it's difficult trying to guess where they are in the dark. Yeah, it really is. You gotta really kind of know what you're looking for, and still it can be kind of tough. All right, so here's the first palace. And a couple of the palaces, these guys give you stuff, but this one they don't. Oh, hi, puzzle. Where are you going? Oh, he's sitting under the table. Yes, please have faith in me here. Oh, crap. Um, as I traverse these guys who don't give you any experience points, and some of them come at you real slow, and then some of them, like that one, comes at you real fast. And then there's some that come like really, really fast. So just kind of chill here for a second while slimes jump back. And here's Staphlos. I was just writing about Staphlos uh, for the Link to the Past episode, and I'm finally going to record this weekend all 2,400 words of the script. That's going to be a pretty long one. But I think that's what's cool about parsing out the longer episodes and then the 500 words about episodes. So if they're smaller, and then the other one can really go. I can really go long form. I'm gonna try to record a couple this weekend. I was gonna last weekend, but then I was sick, so that kind of screwed everything up. So the schedule this month is it's kind of messed up, but that's okay. The kind of schedule routine we have is like only in my head, I guess. So, oh, crud. Man, these guys suck. I really want my attack to go up. I should have, if obviously, and I know we've said this in a couple of games, but if you're not streaming, you'd be grinding right now, trying to get, a bunch of, up at least a couple of, up a couple of levels before you even tried this. But I am here to entertain you, not to progress properly. Let's leave this fairy here for now and go up. Ah, oh, shit. There's another key. And these guys suck. They don't give you anything, which is really aggravating. when it's a if you oh shoot, yeah, this guy, right. Let's use some shield here. What is cool though is you don't have to actually beat this guy. I mean, it's cool if you do. Yeah, let's get some attack. It's cool if you do, but you could swipe the key and just kind of run if you really wanted to. Unfortunately, you can't paraglide away as they're chasing you, like in Breath of the Wild. That's one of my favorite things to do. Is you got a bunch of enemies chasing after you, and you just kind of dive off of a cliff and paraglide away, and just kind of be like, bye. Yeah, we'll go back down to that ferry to heal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you got more attack, that really these guys were because they have like no pattern to them. They're really hard. You're just gonna stay doing that. Go down. Let's do some life. Why not? Yeah, paragliding away from a bunch of enemies that are chasing you is one of just the best things to ever happen in a video game. Come on, come on. There we go. And I was slow to come around to like, oh yeah, paragliding is gonna be cool. And the first time I did it, I was like, oh, this is just the best thing that's ever happened. Oh shoot, come on, come on. There we go. Uh, cancel. Oh, we're at the end of the level. Okay. Uh, use some shield. I'm probably gonna die, but oh, yeah. Am I right? Oh, I'm right outside of it. Oh, cool. Okay. These guys are tough. You gotta get, yeah. Oh, jeez. So when you die in this game, and basically Ganon's followers, if I remember correctly, I think that they use the Link's blood resurrects Ganon. I think that's what it is. All right, we can get right back there. Yeah, oh shit! It takes you right back to the beginning of the game. Oh man, this is another sucky thing about this game. Yeah, that guy is tough. They all are because when you get close enough to him, he takes a swing at you, and you gotta like perfectly hit him, and then just get out of the way, and it's kind of tough to do. So let's not go that way. And like I said, if this wasn't a stream, we'd have grinded for I don't know. When I was playing on the 3DS, I was grinding for like I don't know half hour before bed every night, just before each dungeon, and then like that weekend I'd go in and do the dungeon. Let's go down here then. Why not? Yeah, you see how his oh shoot. See how his feet are moving? The Octorok. Yeah, this is annoying here. But yeah, those guys are top. The That was another really frustrating thing. And then they send you right back to the beginning of the game. Oh, come on. Let's just shield. And all these guys. Where is he? There we go. Yeah, and they send you back to the beginning of the game, and then you got to go all the way back. And I mean, at the beginning of the game, it's not that big of a deal. It takes you, a couple minutes, but once you're like really far into the game, it's you're across the game map basically. It kind of sucks. And I remember being just really, really disgruntled with this game, and especially it had been delayed a bunch of times due to whatever. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Damn it! It had been delayed a bunch of times, and um, come, yeah. Jeez, I'm almost dead. Um, for what it's worth, it is, kind of unfair, and I'm gonna freaking die here, aren't I? Because one of these bats is gonna get me. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, and you're right back to the beginning. And the game was, as I was saying, the game was delayed a lot, and it just isn't Zelda 1. I mean, that was its real detriment. It was not Zelda, and that sucks. And that was why A Link to the Past was so great because it went back to the original style. Let's try that again. No, 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 no. And you're hold on a second. Puzzle? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Carry on. Oh, look at that. Nice. I wrecked that guy. Uh, sure, why not? Guess we'll use shield. Oh, I went right by him. Oh, cool. Fucking bats. Damn it. Oh, there's one. Where's the other? Got him. Nice. Oh, right. I can't go through here because I don't have the jump. Oh, crud. And that guy's shooting stuff at me. Dude, this game is. Uh, this game sucks to stream. It's really terrible. Oh, man. Um, holy crap. Because you gotta really grind before you do anything here. I can't see this guy. I guess he could go get the candle, but oh man. Can you hear Puzzle walking in the background? He's kind of echoing off the floor. Hey, Joshy D. Yeah, it's really tough. We're just kind of messing around here on it, and yeah, Sarah, straight up. I mean, when I was back then, I'd have a friend like play through the game for me because I just totally gave up on it, and he was just, I don't know, really good. All right, whatever. Let's try going to dungeon again. Where is it? Are they still dead? I guess. Oh wait, there he is. Okay, we can grind for a little bit then. I don't think you can over here. Oh well, you get these little guys, but they're not really. They don't really. All right. Oh, I should have got the fairy. Crap. That would have been helpful. Yeah, there's not a. Let's go back over them. There's not a lot of ways to, heal or anything in this game. It's really frustrating. Yeah, yeah. Do some grinding. Later, there are spiders that jump down and then they jump at you. So they go down like that guy does, and then they start hopping at you. Yes, yes, game progress would be very nice. Yeah, we can probably get better enemies in here. Oh, and oh shoot. Oh, boo, boo. Yeah, Joshy, that's the blue. Yeah, the blue ones. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I didn't say the color because I was trying to remember what color they were. Yeah, they suck. And me in am I at? Oh, because I died, it reset my experience. That sucks. That's another crappy thing. Yeah, this game, yeah, it's weird for Nintendo to just kind of the decisions they made with this game are just they're like the most insufferable ones you could possibly do. It's so odd, given how good they are at this usually. And now, of course, we're gonna keep getting all the ones that don't really give you any experience. Two, thanks for nothing. Oh, hey, puzzle. Can I help you? Can I help you? Did you want to eat? All right, hang out for like a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. You want to eat? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, how I can't get over how dorky Link looks in this game. Yes, he does. Um, and it really blew up my like the kind of visual in my mind I had of Link as a kid of how like heroic he was and just this like amazing hero and he's like I don't know, real kind of awkward. Yeah, and he walks weird too, for sure. Right? Puzzle has been fed. Yeah, like the way he walks. It's weirdly animated. It's like his legs don't cross over each other like a regular person walks. And once you kind of notice it, it's tough to not see anymore. Which is ooh crap. All right, we gotta find some better enemies. Oh, and this is just gonna shoot. And these moblins don't give you anything. Yeah, and that's another problem. It's kind of hard to grind because there's really nothing. It's like, oh, whoa, hey, yeah, come down, come down, come down, come on, let's go. There we go, there we go. It looks like he really has to go to the bathroom. Yeah, yeah, kind of. There we Yeah, that's all that's there. It's a cool background. Looks like Super Mario Brothers. And then there's really nothing here because all you get for enemies here is these guys who are kind of crappy. Yeah, when I did the replay for the podcast, I totally thought, oh, I'll like this game now, and it'll turn out I was kind of wrong about it. I've heard a couple other podcasts where, people have had better thoughts about the game. Oh, geez, that was my phone. Kind of more positive thoughts about it. They did on Retronauts. I'm back in my play, and I don't know. I'm not feeling this game at all. Uh, it kind of stinks, and it's a real, blight on a series that otherwise has been exceptional, really, over the years. Um, a really phenomenal series. And then A Link to the Past is such a return to the style of the first game. In fact, even um, in Nintendo Power, when they were previewing the game when it came out, they even instead of showing they showed screen grabs of Zelda 1 and then a kind of similar scene where Link is in a dungeon and he's Staplos is coming towards him, and they kind of contrasted the two scenes instead of even mentioning Zelda 2, which is an interesting choice. Yeah, there's really nowhere to grind here that really advances you unless you go run around in the dungeon a lot, which I guess you could do. Oh, crud. All right, so here's what we'll do. Yeah, this game sucks. I can't stand it. All right, what time is it? 8:51. Let's catch up our Cat Quest stream from that we were supposed to do on Monday. Let's reconvene in like 10 minutes. I just got to switch out a couple things to get my capture device working on the Switch. It's actually really it takes like 2 minutes. And Let's reconvene for that. I mean, you can just stay in the chat if you want, but I'm going to turn the stream off in a second, and then we'll turn it back on. So we can play a better game, Cat Quest, which is really fun.